Hello and welcome to the Meat and Potatoes podcast. It has finally come to fruition. Episode 1 going down with yourself or myself, Aaron McGuigan, and introduce yourselves.
You go first, Phoenix. Oh,
Or just introduce each other then.
Coach Column. Because the Instagram handle is the only thing that matters. Uh, yeah, go ahead.
Phoenix. Phoenix James on Instagram. Just finished a prep and now we're making a podcast.
Yeah, it's probably like the most interesting thing to talk about, to be honest, is like your prep.
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah.
start with that. You'll go through what phase you're in. Me or Colin will go next and then we can go from there.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about 6 days post show. I'm only a kilo up from stage weight, which is quite good. Did 4 weekends in a row, 5 shows. I did a Saturday show. Following week was a Saturday, Sunday. Following week was Sunday. Following week was Sunday. So it was quite a lot.
Yeah.
It was a very short prep. It was 6 weeks prep until the first show, and then the whole entire diet lasted around 10 weeks until the rebound.
What did you like? See, if it was 6 weeks, right?
Mhm.
What were you doing from week 1? If that makes sense. Like, what did you go from 0 to week 1 for like such a big rate of change?
Looking back at the spreadsheet, I actually done this a couple of days ago. It was sort of 10 weeks ago from now when it really, 11 weeks when the turbo prep started. I was eating 3,200 calories just in like a tidy up phase. That was the goal. And then Neil said something popped up. I couldn't compete in September when I intentionally meant to. Neil said, "You won't be on stage for another 3 years, so let's just go for it." And I was like, "All right, happy days." Uh, Calories dropped instantly down to about 2,200. Just about 1,000 calories. Cardio went in instead of 3 20 minutes. It went up to 5 30 minutes, and it just started falling off. We didn't really introduce any fat burners or anything by that stage either. I was in the first week. I think I lost about 14 pounds, and that was just expenditure and dropping the calories.
Can you take fat burners?
To an extent.
Yeah, I was going to say. For anyone listening who doesn't know, Phoenix has one kidney. So it's a wee bit of a tricky game, I'm sure, when you're
Yeah.
trying to like manage that.
Absolutely. It's the fat burners, they would cause you to sweat a lot more. Me trying to regulate my,
Yeah.
fluid.
Yeah.
It's if I was to jump straight to 40 clen for 1 week up to 80 and then to 120, it's just I'd be cramping all the time. I'd probably be passing out every 10 minutes. Just not.
Yeah. No,
Speaking like
that's
Parkinson's or something.
The shakes were quite bad, and I only went up to 60 near the final few weeks, just for the final bit of fat loss. But it was
yeah.
good because we did come back better for each show.
And it wasn't.
So
It wasn't too bad then. You
no,
weren't Michael J. Fox on stage.
no, not bad at all.
Stuff.
What the first one wasn't planned, was it?
Naba, no, we signed up to that show on the Friday night. The show was on the Saturday morning. It was like Friday at 6 p.m. I was in Neil's house. I think there was a pro show on that night. We were just watching it. He said, "Do you want to throw tan on? Step on." I said, "Oh, sure, why not?"
Fair enough.
We just like tricked you into like doing it.
We just wanted to collect some data, standing beside the lads who would be against in the Irish Open without peaking or any of that. And it wasn't necessarily a bad look, it just definitely wasn't the best, as the data proves.
It obviously like NABA isn't the kind of highest caliber of show in the world, but it is good how they make you pose. You
Yeah.
get to pose quite a lot, so for a first show to actually get a good few rounds of posing in it, it isn't a bad idea.
hmm No, they really worked us. I think I did 4 mandatories back to back, and they were holding the back double biceps for like 10 seconds each. It was bro.
I sat down and I was sweating like
Sweating watching it. Struggle.
a little.
Yeah. Who's next?
We'll go peak bulk. We'll go from end of prep to peak bulk AJ.
Sweet. I think we could touch on your prep still a little bit more for a minute. Like, so the first show was the NABA, second
Yeah.
was EPA.
It was BPA.
You've won your class, didn't you?
The class win, and then I was against Dylan Leard in the classic.
Classic. And then you did
The next day I did BCA Northeast. Yeah.
Oh, did you compete against him in the show he won the overall in?
No,
No.
that was
Oh,
first
right,
timer's
okay.
show.
All right, okay.
But yeah, we decided on the Saturday, driving home from BPA, literally on the motorway, leaving Theatre at the Mill. Neil said that he's flying early tomorrow morning, like 5 a.m. to Newcastle, and Nikki was going to go with him, but then a bit of family issues, so she couldn't make it. And I said, check how much it is to swap the names and the flights. So he looked at it, and it was extortionate. So I ended up booking. There was like 2 seats left, and the booking a flight was cheaper than swapping a name. So I just booked it and
So
flew over and competed.
Please get me started on that. Like, yeah.
That makes no sense.
There's a boy in the ticket bit in Birmingham Airport. I actually hate his guts. I'm not even joking. And when it's the lorries with that fella, we're like the stupidest shit. But yeah, so you done the Northeast show, and then the last one was the Universe, wasn't it?
The last one was the Irish Open, and then the Universe.
Oh, so you done 5?
Yeah, 5 shows, 4 weekends.
Right. Yeah, you did 2. You did a Saturday and a Sunday show.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the Irish Open one.
Yeah, Newcastle was probably my favourite. Not the best look necessarily. That was definitely the Universe, but such a high caliber of junior athletes.
Do you think Universe was your best look because obviously you only, like, before your first one it was only like 6 weeks, and then obviously by the time you got those other 4 or 5 weeks in, you're obviously like at your new peak, like leanness? Do you think you were just...
Yeah, surprisingly we didn't drop that much. I think it was only a pound difference between NABA and then the Universe. It really wasn't all that much, but we dried out a lot more. And I guess if we're going to
Do you think that's because you had to dig more for the NABA and you couldn't really refeed because you weren't as lean?
Yeah.
And then you could then obviously refeed for Universe.
In a way, I was definitely more than just a pound lighter because we didn't properly peak. I was running somewhat of a high day, so it was on the Friday. Just the way things fell, I had a hospital appointment guy on Thursday, and I was required like low protein diet for 2 days. So we were just freshening up the physique again, and that's when we decided, let's go for it. But no, we definitely dug a lot deeper, definitely a lot drier, and I suppose you could say the PD exposure was a bit longer. I have not been on all that long, so I haven't. Like, I mean, I've been on now post show. It's entering the 9th week on. Yeah. So it was essentially starting prep and then starting cycle. So got the bloods done after the Universe. All good, thankfully. So I suppose the exposure also helped build tissue. I don't know. You know, in that short space of time, you don't really expect much, but it's definitely a different look.
Your prep low and your stage weight are like completely different things.
Yeah. There was like a 7 pound difference between prep low and stage weight.
Mine was like 10.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people are like, digging for new lows, but like, yes, you might hit the new low, but you're gonna be heavier on stage. You're not like you might have to hit that low to get the conditioning or get that last bit of fat off, but like you will be heavier on stage. It's not like you go on. Like there'll be weeks near the end where you're like, holy shit, I look like I have no muscle, I'm so depleted. You add in like 500 carb and you're like, you gain fucking 3 pounds and you're like, oh shit. It's so weird. Like, that's why I don't know how people are able to coach themselves, because it's like difference is crazy. And if you get caught in that digging for the low too much, that's how people like lose muscle or just come in looking awful.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how people are like objective on themselves I cannot do it.
If it wasn't your, maybe if you'd say coached a few people and prepped yourself with a coach before, you could maybe understand how people can do it because they already know what to look out for. But for a first time, I don't know how anyone like. I get how people can probably do it and come in looking awful, but
Oh well.
you know what I mean. But like, I don't know how people do it and come in looking on point. I think everyone should have a coach for their first show, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, because you just don't know what protocols to run or when to throw things in, and like I'm only like at the start here of my own prep, so I haven't even competed before. I'm the odd one out, but
Yeah,
I
we've
don't.
got a junior win each. You
You
don't.
have a junior win each.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do that. I'm past my expiry date.
The only way to beat us is just get a wee overall.
Just get a time machine. Go back. Nah. Yeah, an overall would be hella epic, but yeah, what are the odds of that?
Time will tell.
Time
Yeah,
will
time
tell.
will tell.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but like I'm not. It's
Not
not
it.
like I'm holding my hope for it.
I was
It
going
just
to
depends.
add. I was going to add to
Everyone
that
could just.
whole self-coaching thing. Um, you definitely. I personally couldn't either. Like, you need that person to make the rational decision rather than making the personal choice. If I felt like I was fat, a coach would look at me and just say, "No, you're just holding a little bit of water. Well, we'll just up the salt a little bit here, keep the food the same, or just have an extra milligram of vitamin C or an extra gram of vitamin C. It's those little minor tweaks. You think it's all or nothing, and they think they have that rational choice of being like, oh, it's not as big as you think. You're not as far off as you think. So don't be jumping the gun, making this decision because this is all you actually need.
And you become so, not even just with your own physique, when you're that lean, you become so just irrational, like with everything. Like, I got to a point where I was like, low key felt like I was on drugs or like drunk, where it's like, I don't know if I can actually trust what I'm thinking because I know my perception's being skewed.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was before the BPA show. I was probably the driest my physique ever was on BPA.
Mhm.
The night before BPA, after my final meal, I sent one more check-in to Neil, and I was like, "Oh, I think I'm holding fluid under my glutes, my lower back," but I was probably the driest I ever was.
Flip.
Where's it?
Trying to flip it. Doesn't all flip.
Definitely isn't.
Yeah, but no, we were dry. I was just overanalyzing myself. It was literally a skin roll. The way I just held my leg, stepping into the side chest, just pushed it back without kind of hinging the hips a little bit. Literally just a hinge of the hips. I thought I was holding water in my glutes. It
Yeah,
was
it's so easy as well because you'll
super.
think, like, say you're properly flat, you'll be like, like my glutes aren't in or my hamstrings aren't in. Again, you put a little bit of fluid in, a little bit of carbon, get some blood in there. It's like you're just hard as nails, and it's like, holy shit, have I just gained like again like 10 pounds of muscle? But it's just that being flat can make you look so much fatter as well.
Hmm.
Again, I don't know how people do it without a coach. To
No,
be kind of rational, I think even just that. I'd say my coach and your coach are the same Phoenix in the way of like that, just personal relationship as well. Like we're pretty close to Neil. I'm pretty close to Reese. Having
yep,
that there of like actually chatting to them as well and keeping their head switched on. Imagine it's different if you're with a coach who like them big American coaches where they just have like hundreds of clients and it's just like email like do this and there's like no personality to it. I don't
yeah,
know. I
you're
think
just another number on their
yeah,
list they have to reply to. Yeah,
I think that's like different as well.
I think that's why we're quite lucky in Ireland with coaches because it is such a small community. Coming
Yeah.
up, if you were to go further, like I was gonna say, if I was wanting to go further, pro status, whatever, that's a way down the line. I was gonna say swap coaches, but at the same time, Neil and Nikki literally an hour ago just won an invite to the Olympia Masters. I don't know if you've seen it. She
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
qualified for
I
the
saw
Olympia. So I was going to say swap coaches eventually, but I mean, if he's at that caliber now, by the time that I actually am, you know, hopefully trying to go for that, he'll have enough time under his belt in that stage,
Is
like the high
she
level.
Is she one of the only pro women bodybuilders in Ireland or something? She's something crazy about her.
Yeah,
Obviously not that.
IFBB, I'm pretty sure there's one or two.
Yeah, so she's like one of. Oh, she's like one of the only.
She could be the only one. I'm not sure. I'm not really fully into the
I
women's
just heard
bodybuilding,
that
but
from someone. I don't know how, and then I thought you would know.
There's not that many IFBB pros from like Ireland in general, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's why I thought. Like, is she like the only IFBB like woman? And I
in
was
Northern Ireland, yes. I don't know about down south,
right.
but
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah.
I have a feeling there might be one other girl, but I don't know why. But
Yeah.
yeah, guess we'll never know. So is it my turn?
it is
Yeah.
indeed.
Go properly.
Can't even obesity max and peace these days. So yeah, I'm the complete opposite spectrum of Phoenix. I'm pretty much peak bulk / coming to the end of my push. I wouldn't even call it a post show push up at this point because it's been. I'm like last year at this point. I was 4 weeks out, 5 weeks out from my first show. So it's been like a good. I think it's like 40 weeks. Um. So yeah, it's kind of reached that point where it's a bit strange this week. I've been a bit sick and just feeling a bit rough. So like I'd say like maybe 2 weeks ago, I was at like peak strength, peak recovery. Everything was flying. Appetite was flying. And just being a bit sick and the heat as well has just been kind of wrecking me this week. Like you're already sweating from eating so much food. And like after I got sick there about a few weeks ago, I've literally been on like 1,000 carb every day. Just it's like you get it in, but like you're just busted from it.
Yeah.
Like even when I have pre and I go to the gym, like, if I sat on the exercise wrong, I'd probably fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Bro, the
it's all
carb grogginess is
yeah.
it's a curse.
Like originally, I always thought, and I was actually chatting to Reese about this. I always thought like prep was like would be like the hardest thing.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think like if you're like if I'm kind of I found it pretty easy up to this point, but like I'm like kind of struggling now. I'm like realistically, I'm not even 220. Like imagine what's like when you're 240, 250. Like
Or when you're like you get up to like 222, like stay small, buddy.
I remember
With you
last.
being on 1,000 grams of carbs, what's your total calories? Is your fats high or is it moderately low, around like 60 mark, 60, 80?
Yeah, my fats are probably like 50 to 60 range
Yeah.
because it's like
Mine were like when I was on like 1,000 carb there, like mine were at like 65 on like 5,700 calories. Like it was, and I was kind of like, hi.
but you,
Everyone's
you
just
need to
laid
keep them
out.
low. Like see when you're pushing that level of carbohydrate, you need them to be low. You see if
Yeah.
that was to even go up, I'd say 15, 20 grams. That like the detriment that would have in your appetite would just
Oh yeah.
make eating that much carbohydrate so much harder. And then obviously you have the higher fats on the rest day anyways. It's not
Yeah.
big of a deal. You're not gonna. It's not like you're running into low testosterone because you don't have the fats. If you're not,
Not too worried about the
yeah,
test.
there's no issues there.
It's like the Shane Hunt clip. It's like he's having soy with his like sushi, and
Yeah.
someone goes, "Oh, bro, the soy that can lower your test," and then he's just like, "Yeah, bro, I paid 400 a week. I don't think the soy is going to affect it."
Yeah, literally. So yeah, peak off season now. Been gaining for probably like 40-ish weeks now. I feel like I've put on a good amount of size. I was 177 at the end of prep. I'm now 217 as of this morning. Hit 219 there a few days ago.
Ooh,
So do the maths from there. I'm to bring like
that's crazy.
40-ish pounds.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Um,
so much weight to put on. It's like it's too much weight to put on.
so
It feels.
hopefully at least 1 pound of that is muscle.
Fingers crossed.
And I'll be happy enough. Yeah. So goal wise is probably I have to go over to England next week, see Reese do some content, train stuff like that, and I'll probably take a look at me and say like, yeah, bro, you're fat as fuck. Send yeah, we'll have a look there and decide what the phase is. Maybe a few more weeks pushing, and then it'll be tidy up slash more than a tidy up. It'll be a proper diet to get like fairly lean.
Yeah.
Another big push up.
How long have you been bulking for?
I want to say it's like I could work it out, but it's 40 something weeks, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In a surplus.
Yeah.
But like
it's been longer. Like it's longer than me, and I'm already starting my prep now, and I was doing mine for 6 months.
When did you come back?
I came back in September, and then I started with Jordan, and then we did that kind of like a cut / reverse, because I was almost like low key untrained at that point. Like I wasn't locked in when I was away.
You're locked
And
in.
then when I came back, just getting everything, like the change in my physique from coming home to like the end of the cut was like,
that's so OP for Jordan though. Like,
it looked great on the Instagram.
You're just like,
I was like low key fat, muscle just wasn't like popping as much, to like getting down to like probably like 10-ish% body fat, and like probably putting on a good bit of muscle whilst doing it.
yeah, okay. It's cool to see, obviously, because I know we've both been fat maxers in the past. And
We've been chuds.
the most I've ever seen you. Obviously, when you're with Matt, you were pretty locked in before going away.
Yeah.
Them last kind of couple of years, you've really like switched up a gear, no pun intended, in terms of like actually how serious you take it, and it has shown in your physique, which is good.
I think it's because like this show has been in mind from the start of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, right, okay, like I'm doing this. I've been doing it for this long. Am I finally going to take it serious? Like I was always I would always track calories, and I would always train, but see the difference it makes when you go from that like 80% locked in to that 100.
Yeah,
it is that 20% is night and day.
That is the difference. Really, like that is the difference between people who
100%.
You know what I mean?
Like it's almost like that is the difference between like being the somewhat lifetime intermediate and the guy who progresses.
That's like the hardest bit to get across to people though, because the 80% is pretty like hard, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you just put in an extra 10%, you would reap so much more benefit.
No, 100%.
But obviously people feel like they're doing too much already and stuff like that, so it's hard to get them to.
Yeah, no, I don't even blame people. Like I dead ass. I say this all the time to people when they're like, "Oh, I don't know how you work out all the time and stuff. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you eat the same thing every day." I couldn't do that, and I'm like, "Don't. Like, you don't have to do that. Yeah. Like, there's no. I wish I had your discipline. It's like, mate, like, see if you don't want to do it. See if you'd rather go out and have a drink. Go out and have a drink, because I would rather go to the gym than go out and have a drink. You know, I'm just doing the thing I would rather go do.
100%, yeah.
Like that's all it comes down to. Like I'm not like judging someone if they want to like don't lift. I mean I am low key judging them, but at the same time, they can go out and drink if they want to. It's not.
Yeah, like realistically, like
or eat whatever.
Yeah, sometimes what I say and some of my stuff, like lifting is meant to make your life better. If you don't have goals of bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Like I think like the ultimate thing would be like if you took it serious enough that you ate the same meal plan, like 5-6 days a week, and then had an off plan on one of the days, or like had that flexibility where if you want to go out for a drink, you can go out for a drink and stuff like that. For like that would benefit most people.
Which is like most people that you coach, that's what they're getting.
Literally, it's like that. I think there's like a bit of a divide in bodybuilding, like coaching, in terms of people market lifestyle, right? And then there's obviously like competition prep. But then there's this grey area in between, and it's like there's some coaches who are like, yeah, I'm a lifestyle coach, and it's really they just take the piss and they're like give people macros and they don't give a fuck about their training, and the people make no progress, and they're just like, oh, it's balance and all this shit, and it's like, right, so they're not even lifestyles, they're just making no gains, if you know what I mean, or making no progress.
Yeah.
And then you have the almost like advanced lifestylers.
Yeah. Where it's like I'm getting that person to follow it Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And Saturday, have your meals, have your off plan, go drinking, whatever. But like when it comes back to Monday, try and lock back in at least.
Like
Because you're going to make way more progress
yeah,
doing that, you
get
know.
proper habits so that you know on them. Like that's the biggest thing I stress to people is like when they're going on holiday and stuff. I'm like, right, we've built proper habits from you learning,
Yeah,
me telling you about nutrition and things like that. Like just keep your expenditure in a good spot. Eat what you think would
yeah,
be good to eat, or like track the calories roughly. But then
yeah. It's not awful.
yourself, yeah. Like there's a big difference between like. So I always say to people is if you're consciously putting in effort,
Yeah,
you will always do so much better than just going fuck it and hoping for
yeah.
the best.
Like I'm going away next week. I have a stag to go to,
Ooh,
and like Jordan's given me an off
been
plan. He's
trying
been like, you can have an off plan meal. He's like, he thinks we're like ahead of schedule. So I'm like, right, okay, sweet.
lifestyler.
Um, what did you say there?
You're a big lifestyler.
I am a lifestyler. But like, if I have an off plan meal, I'm gonna have like a steak and mashed potatoes or something. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna try and make it as tame as possible. I'm not gonna go, oh, I'm getting an off plan meal here. I'm gonna get the steak toffee pudding. I'm gonna get this, that. You know, like and it is like you say, it's like making those conscious choices where you just don't be stupid with it.
Yeah, literally.
Don't ruin the effort and progress you've put in with something daft.
Yeah, like I got a question in my question box out the other day. I'm not naming names who asked it, but they asked, "What is my favorite cheat meal?" This person's been prepping for about 2 weeks, and I was like, the biggest thing I took from it was,
It wasn't me, by the way.
what the talent was.
It was not me either.
See that whole, I don't think I've ever called it, like not ever, but I can't remember the last time I called an off-plan meal a cheat meal, because
Yeah,
it's not cheating on my plan. It's obviously off my plan, but I think if you think of it as a cheat meal, you're way
yeah,
more likely to just go crazy.
yeah.
Whereas if you just think of like, oh, like I'm enjoying this food, it's off my plan. Instead of
Mine's more
I'm
like,
cheating.
I'll have like an off plan, and then Jordan will literally be like, get a burger and fries. Like, it's not have whatever you want. Like, he literally says, don't get pizza. Like, that's so, like, such, like, crap macros. Like, don't get a pizza. And I'm like, right, okay, I haven't had a pizza in donkeys.
Sourdough pizzas go to too far.
A what pizza?
Like sourdough pizza.
I mean, yeah, like, you could have, like, a half tamed pizza, but, like,
We're talking about big greasy Dominoes.
yeah, if you're talking, yeah. If you're talking about a big
I'm not even
fat
a
12
fan
inch
of
Domino's,
Domino's, to be fair.
Hmm?
I'm not even a fan of Domino's. It has to be like a
no,
proper
it's
pizza joint. Do you know, like, if you were to get it,
yeah,
you're just meant to get
yeah.
it.
No, Domino's. It's mid. It's so mid, and you feel awful after you have it. Like
Yeah.
if I had Domino's now, see when you that's another thing people don't realize. See when you actually lock in with your food for a specific amount of time, and then you do have, because see if your diet's shit all the time, and then you have a Domino's, you just feel the same. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
But see when you're like locked in with your diet for X amount of time, and then you have a Domino's or something, you just go, oh whoa, like I actually can like feel how
Yeah.
bad this is for me.
And people
Yeah.
can't comprehend that because they're like, oh, how do you not want it, or how do you not like it? It's like I enjoy the meals that I have.
Yeah,
I know they sit well. I don't crave like this other stuff. It's only if
because you know how awful you're gonna feel after it.
it's only if like other
Yeah.
people are like, want to go get food or whatever. You're like, yeah, sure. And then usually, like if you're going for something nice, it is actually nicer as well because you don't eat it all the time. You're like, oh, this is actually a nice meal, or
Yeah,
like this is a nice off plan. Whereas like if you're eating that every week, like it's just your diet at that point, isn't it? You're not gonna
yeah.
be like, oh, I enjoyed this or whatever.
The
Yeah, I've only
difference
had
of
that one off plan meal. Well, I've only had one off plan meal after all the 5 shows. So,
and
now,
how good was it?
in all honesty, like I didn't diet for all that long, but it was so different to what I'm normally eating. It was a smash burger, but we were in Derby. We went to a place called Factory Foods, and it was a clean enough burger. I think it was a potato bun as well. Like it wasn't like a
Very
hot
nice.
polished brioche. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what was it, like 8 ounces of smash burger. It was actually 10 because I got an extra patty, and it's only 2 ounces I think for an extra patty. Scammed you out of that, but like it was lovely. Um, and then I did get some sort of dessert because at the end of that it was like, all right, okay, burger was lovely, and you know what happens when you eat? You're like, oh, I'm still hungry. Instead of waiting that half an hour, I was like, right, I have one more thing. It's 5 shows. I'm done now, and then rebound's going to be great. So I had this like cake cup, and it was like a blondie with Kinder Bueno sauce. Bless you.
Thanks.
uh,
Sorry, my hay
Biscoff,
fever.
Oreo, and like a few drizzles of sauces, and I packed it away. I smashed it, so I did. But and after, like
Yeah,
my stomach was in bits. I thought if I didn't have that, everything would be good.
Yeah.
yeah.
That venue though was sick, isn't it? Remember I said to you that one in Derby?
The Valiant Live,
Yeah.
yeah, it's unbelievable. It's like a fridge. It is so cold, but it's so good for whenever you're competing.
Yeah.
Because for the Universe, they had a backstage gym. I say backstage, it was kind of beside the spectators on the ground floor, but you're able to warm up properly in a proper gym. And then when
Yeah.
you're on stage, you're not sweating. So it was
Oh yeah,
really
And
nice.
it's
sweet.
like it's so dark, it's like you're in the cinema or something. It does feel cool
Yeah,
going on stage. Whereas some of
yeah.
them you feel like you're just walking out on like fucking I don't know,
Naba.
city school or something.
There's some shows that you do and you feel like you're standing on the inside of a microwave because the lights are like that orangey color, and then the
Hmm.
Yeah.
audience just seems black, and they're just getting baked alive. It's just so
When
odd.
we went to go watch your Naba show, it just looked like people were getting cooked.
I spent
Oh,
more
it was so
time
warm.
at the door watching because I was getting cooked in the crowd.
Yeah.
So warm in there.
If you ever seen like videos of me doing quarter turns, my back, everything about me is dry, but then my back is just muddy and
And they
dripping. But
Yeah.
that was after like the fourth
and then
round of
running as
mandatories.
well. Like you know
What's
the way
sorry?
MBA because they know there's going to be a reel up in like 40 seconds. If you're sweating, someone will pat you down.
Yeah, that's the best thing about it.
They were letting, but like boys are swimming, and I was just like, yeah, happy days.
Yeah. Guy's getting it tight. Your other boy he had to go up like 4 rounds in a row with like a different group of people. The shorter fella.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Toby
true.
Heath.
Bro, he was dripping, and I felt so bad for him because everyone else was getting a break, and he just had to keep going up. And I was like, bro, he's being tortured right now. That was so unfair for him. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
Right,
nah.
so Colin, and like,
Yo,
yeah, I've
lightness.
I've done my bit. What's your bit?
What's my bit? My cardio got up to 5 30-minute sessions a week, so I'm not pleased, but it's gonna be done anyways. I'm not gonna, you know,
I've been
it'll get done.
6 days a week all off season.
You did?
Or
You are?
and I'm still fit.
Blood pressure's good. That's good.
I'm only
I'm
doing
happy.
20 minutes a week, which is not too bad.
I like doing.
Is it? Do you find it because you're so lean right now? Do you find it like near impossible to get your heart rate up?
Yeah, me and Mia actually went on a walk on Cave Hill yesterday, and
Yeah.
I was using that as my form of cardio. And then I was walking up the hill, and like it was an incline walk. It was better than doing on the treadmill. But I watched my heart rate until it got to like 135. I was looking and looking and looking, and it wasn't going up. I thought, fuck, right, okay, this
Yeah.
isn't gonna work. And then not to diss Mia, but it was like 171. It was
Fuck. Going up
brutal.
Cave Hill? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like that bad.
So it was roasting though, to be fair. We were sweating.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Nah. That's what I found. I remember you and me were talking about this the other day, AJ. Like, the leaner you get. Because see, when I was like 222 there, bro, like, getting my heart rate up was wiggle my finger.
Yeah, you're
And
taking.
it was there. Whereas, like, see, even now I'm down like 15 pounds, and it's already like, oh, this is already a wee bit harder to get up. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I do think I've dropped like 15 pounds in like 3 weeks, so I'm on track. Everything's going well. I look, I think, a good bit leaner already. Just getting all that water and glycogen, you know what I mean? It's just kind of cleared everything up. I can just see lines and things a wee bit more than before. And definition's not there. I feel like even my waist isn't holding as much, like thickness kind of look to it, just because like not having as much water. But it'll be interesting to see. It's still very early days, so it's hard to say, but everyone's definitely moving in the right direction.
Are you keeping the show quiet, or are you going to say what one you're doing?
It hasn't even been picked out yet, or like officially. I suppose I haven't like booked it.
I know you don't.
I mean, I don't care. I'm doing first timers. Yeah, well, this is actually it. I haven't even decided like if I'm doing first timers bodybuilding or first timers classic. But like 20th of September is the show date up in Derry. But I don't know whether I'll be,
What class?
PCA. But
What class you're in yet? But yeah, so that is the show. You're 16-ish weeks out.
yeah, pretty much 16 weeks out, and then I have
Stag
so
do.
much stuff.
1 week out stag do.
What?
1 week out stag do as well.
Oh yeah,
What do you mean 1 week out?
you're 1
1
week.
week in?
No, you're 1 week out from your stag do.
Oh right, yeah, from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's next week. It's Thursday. Thursday we're going away. And then my sister's wedding is on the 19th, and then I'm best man at my friend's wedding on the 20th of August. So I'll be like 4 weeks out. At that wedding, I'm gonna be.
Please tell me you don't have to give a speech.
I will, and I'm gonna be brain. I'm gonna need to write it now, so that like
I'm not really. You have to write it now. You'll have to do like a mini peak that day or something, because I swear, like, you just become.
Yeah.
You'll just say his name and then be stood there for about 2 minutes and then like say the next word.
It's like I'm hella shredded right now, and then just put the mic down. That's all that needs to be said.
This wedding.
Wedding. Drop the mic. Nah, it's yeah. I'm actually low key worried about it. Not gonna lie.
It is kind of good though as well, because you'll be low key mogging in the wedding photos and stuff.
Oh yeah, because like my face is one of the first places. Like my face gets way leaner, than my body does. It's actually like stupid. I'll just like I actually look prep faced when I'm like still like 6 weeks out. It'll be like I don't know. Oh, it's like too much almost.
Handsome Squidward.
Handsome Squidward vibes, but I don't want to be handsome Squidward. I want to be normal SpongeBob.
What is the show's following? The First Timers Ireland? Is it the Mr. and Mrs. Ireland?
That's not until November, I don't think.
Oh, is that all until November?
Yeah.
Oh, because the Worlds, that's right, the Worlds is in November in Spain.
Because me and Jordan talked about it, and then I was like, do you want me to do that? And he was like, nah, I don't want you to be staying that lean for that long. And I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
The annoying thing is, right, you see, there's a PCA First Timers 5 in, I want to say it's like Hull or Birmingham or something like that. It's on the same day. You see, if that had been the week before, that would have been like perfect to do that show and then do the Ireland one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's just, it would get you obviously way more just exposure. Because it's like they're on it with the PCA social media over there, but obviously if you win your class and stuff here, obviously it's still.
Look, I'm not too worried about like the exposure side of things or anything. I'm just doing it because like I enjoy bodybuilding. I just like bodybuilding. Like I like training. I like getting lean. I like bulking up. I just like the process. I like getting bigger. You get to see yourself get bigger and bigger. It's like, oh, this is cool. And then you get to see yourself get leaner and leaner. And then you're like, damn, this is pretty cool.
So do you not mind just doing one show? Doing an entire prep for just the sake of one show? Or would you like to have a follow-up?
Oh, like if there's one that's like convenient enough nearby, then like yeah, I'll do it. But if it's just one show, it's one show. I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna be butthurt about it. It's just
PCA Manchester the week before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if we went, man, if we could, I'm sure there's gonna be a few shows in England, that I probably could do, but
I would highly recommend doing more than one show.
Yeah.
So would I.
Okay.
I'm not joking. It goes like that, especially if we were in the junior classes. Phoenix, you're the first person on.
Yeah.
You've prepped for this long, and like it's like 10 o'clock, and you're done. Like if you don't win your class, you're like, home time, I guess.
Unless you say to yourself as you're about to walk on stage, really soak this in, and really soak it in when you're on the stage. Like if you don't do that, you go up, do your mandatories, step off, first call out if you're lucky enough. If you're standing back there, you're just looking at everybody else, not really taking it in that you're actually up there, because it's not really your turn standing at the back. If you go on, do your mandatories, and then walk off, you can't even remember that you're even on, if that makes sense. You go on, you do your posing routine, you step off, and you get your trophies. You're not actually on that long, so...
It goes so fast, like, that's why I recommend doing more than one, just because, especially in that first one, you're shitting yourself so much about, like, not posing and stuff. That's all you're focused on, and then it's like, oh shit, I'm off here.
Yeah. I can't obviously. I don't know. I just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But no, I did another. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing another show, especially
Sure.
like if
Episode 17 will be the recap of your show.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
goal for this is not even the goal. We're doing one a week.
Yeah, we are.
So
My goal is to if I win, if by any some chance I won overall, I would just I'd be too good for you guys. I couldn't do the pod anymore. I'd have to start my own.
there's a winner.
Call it the sword or something. Like
Tom Smith winners win.
winners win. If you're not first, you're last.
We get into some sort of questions then.
I've
Yeah,
got
you're
3.
gonna hate mine.
One of mine sucks, but like,
All right, you go first.
it's about me. You don't want to hear it. I think we kind of covered it, to be fair. It was just how you finding things post show, like training and mental health, etc. So, in all honesty, I'm somewhat finding post show ever so slightly more difficult than prep actually was. You know,
Yeah.
like
it's hard, 100%.
keeping in that routine is so difficult. Like having a few nibbles of something here and there, having to turn down things. It's like, like the diet's done, but it's not really. Like trying to explain that to my parents, it's mission impossible. My mom made brownies with dark chocolate. She's like, try one. I was like, I can't. And then, it was like breaking off the smallest corner as I was eating my cream of rice. It was difficult. And then like breaking back into training with your body being so sensitive, you think you can go for it, and even if you go over that extra 2% than what your body's actually capable of, you're absolutely right. Your CNS is
Because you
fried.
have that bit more food in your system, so you feel like you've that much more energy. But
Yeah.
literally, you just an extra set of lateral raises, and like your shoulders don't recover, and you're like, "What is going on?"
Yeah. My DOMs are bad this week. I'm so sore. My lower back is fried. It's not like lower back pumps like you would expect. It's just after I think I did a glute drive. My lower back is killing me. It didn't feel it during the exercise, but I can feel it now. Mental health has been fine with the likes of staying in as much of a routine as possible. Trying to catch up on sleep was so important.
I
But
think the hard post show, like mental health wise, is just that loss of goal.
yeah,
Like, I didn't find it hard to stick to the routine or anything like that, but it was almost just like I feel like real life just hits you back in the face, like so hard, because like you're so locked in. I've got this goal. You feel like the main character. You're like, this is fucking sick. Do the show. Everyone's texting you like sick. You're doing well. You're like epic. Blah blah blah. And then like 3 weeks later into the kind of post show, you're just like, fuck. I have to go to work again here. I have to like
yeah.
people are fucking giving you shit again. You're like, just real life.
The
So hard.
way I've never like gotten stage lean. Like I got down to maybe like 10% last time, but like the way I thought about it when we were coming out was just like, right, this is now I'm now in the stage where I'm the most primed to put on muscle. Like I'm gonna optimize this the best as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even mean. I mean like I don't mean directly post show. I mean like say 10 weeks, 12 weeks after.
All right, okay, that's a long time.
Last year that hit me like a truck. Like I didn't even want to get out of bed. I was like,
yeah,
what do I even have today? Like it's a
Like
rest
12
day,
weeks
and
after.
yeah, because like you're in your head, you're like, right, I'm milking this phase to get the most gains possible. But see that just loss of just ultimate goal. It's just like your driving factor's gone. It's like them mornings of prep where like you do not want to get up. You have to do all these steps, you do cardio, but you can't get up anyways because you're gonna have to get on stage in your pants. Whereas see when you don't have that, even though you think you're like fucking super locked in or whatever, you just like you lose that bit of drive.
yeah. I'm still fortunate that I'm in that part where it's like getting up, going training, eating food to the gram. I was like, I was weighing out a banana and I was 101 grams. I was meant to have 100. silly me, I ate the 101, but I thought like, oh fuck, I'll have like half a gram less of honey or something in my next meal, or it's like kind of having that leeway as well of not like all or nothing. So
Yeah,
you kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but if you weren't so anal with things, or if you stayed anal with things, it can just put you in a bad spot mentally. I think going forward,
Yeah,
because when your physique starts to fade and you're putting in all this work, it's like it would put you in a bad spot. It
yeah,
happened to me last year, especially, so I don't really want to do it to myself again this year.
yeah. For me, it wasn't the being really on the ball or anal with it or anything. Like I didn't mind. I was still like everything 100 to the gram, but it was just like I was bored, if that makes sense, because I didn't have the goal that I was thinking about. All of a sudden, I was just eating to train again, but like my training
were you
was
not like progressing like mad in the gym though for ages?
yeah, like that was the highlight of it. Like post workout, you're like I look sick, and then like
Yeah,
that's what I mean. But like
that's what you're doing it for.
just that like, life just hit you
Epic.
so hard without that goal, or maybe like that was just for me. But like I don't know, it's just weird because like you say, you can't really. Again, you're in that phase of like, oh, I need to do everything to T, so you can't really go out and do a load, if you know what I mean, either.
Yeah,
Right?
Bruce single. Try getting a girlfriend. That's like
Real.
the next level step. Like, see, trying to do stuff, and you've a woman who wants to do things, bruh. That's a challenge.
Be interesting to see how you are whenever you're like a lot leaner.
I know.
Mm.
She's very understanding, and she gyms, so that's like obviously very helpful.
It's half
Yeah,
the battle.
yeah,
Oh, 100%. Because like my previous relationship, that was not the case, and that was a challenge and a half trying to do gym, and when you're coming home, when you're doing this, like yeah, it's like man, fuck.
let me pose my pants here, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Whereas like with Charlie, it's like she makes all my meals. she like she does everything. Like she's so helpful and supportive. It's like crazy. Like there'll be days like during the bulk and stuff. There'll be days where like I would actually like stare at meals and just be like, I do not want to eat this. And then she would just be like, lock in, and I'd be like, damn, you're right.
Yeah.
So I can't even argue with that. That's just
Yeah. It's also good that she made it. Like, see, whenever you're like, oh, I don't want to eat this, and you're making it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Or you go to like you have to have your last meal. It's already quite late, and then you realize it's not made, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
brutal. There was one day like she hadn't made one of the meals, and it was like late, and I was like, oh, bro, I want to go to bed so bad, and like I have to eat this meal, and I like just went to open the fridge expecting it like to be there because it usually is, and then it wasn't, and I was like, oh no.
Go back to
I'm so glad I'm not on trend right now.
yeah. We're done. Move back to Australia.
Domestic abuse cases rise.
Right.
Here, Eric.
I'll do. We'll just go question by round. So one of my questions was, well, I already got another question there, but one of my questions was, how many of you three would it take to put down a gorilla?
How many of us three?
Yeah, I'm thinking like 2 of me, 2 of Callum, and then like 50 Phoenix.
All right. All right.
I
I
don't know.
won't be the lightest for long.
That
I
would
won't be the lightest for long.
That would be the most true now because you are the lightest, obviously by a good bit. You've just finished prep.
Yeah. I'd say in maybe 10 weeks, you'll be lighter than me.
Yeah, probably.
I thought you were
Oh yeah, like you'll
makes you be able to take a gorilla.
yeah. We could just set one AJ on it now, and it would be pinned. Man, have you seen him?
Snorlax just
It's huge, isn't
it? Yeah.
Nah, I don't even know. I don't know. Like,
What is that? The question's like 100. Could 100 people take a gorilla? Isn't it?
yeah, of course they could. What are you talking? It's
Yeah.
such a dumb question.
So,
Of
like-
course they could. 100 people.
How
Bro.
many
But
of
if you
us?
think about it, how many people of the 100 can go for the gorilla at once, it's going to be a crowd of people. So people are going to be behind other people. They're not going to actually
You
have
just
a chance to take the gorilla.
dog pile till it suffocates. You're gonna lose some men in the process, but it's gonna work.
Fair
I
enough.
reckon like
I think 20 people could do it.
I think
20 men could do it. It's like gorillas don't like kill things. They're not like made to kill.
yes,
Like they're hell strong, but they're not like
so 10 of each of us.
yeah. 30, 10 of each of us, 30 of us. Yeah, 100%.
I'll
think so.
agree. I'll agree.
Yeah. Confidence is key. Fuck that gorilla.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's gonna hit him. He doesn't have anabolics. He doesn't know what's happening.
He's fucking natty.
He's natty. By hell am I getting beat by a natty?
Right, Colin, your turn for a question.
Callum's question.
Mine was what's the best perform flavour?
Cookies and cream.
Right, well that's what he said, the person who asked. So
Man of
shout out Josh.
Man of culture.
But
cookies and cream is the best flavour, not because of, like, I think we were talking about this before, not because of like it's a standout. Like it is a nice flavour, but you can eat any phase of the year. You can eat cookies and cream, and you'll be able to get it down. Whereas I don't think there's any other flavour that you can eat all the time, peak off season.
mate, Phoenix to go by start. He's gonna start arguing with me, right?
Me, I love cookies and cream. Now I finished four tubs.
What I'm about to say.
Oh shit!
Popcorn.
That's so retarded.
So good.
You know, like popcorn.
So good.
It's just not the best. It's nowhere near the best.
No,
You said you were gagging on it.
I think it's up there, but there was about 2 months ago I got a tub of popcorn, and I was like, this is a struggle to eat now.
Yes, I was on my prep and I tried it and I thought that's
nice, just because it was just such like a strong flavor. I was just like sick of like really strong flavors.
No, I love it. It's like
But
it's like a staple.
or like
It always stays.
Other thing or peak off season, yeah, it probably is popcorn. You're gonna say something like fucking carrot cake or something, Phoenix?
Me? No. Carrot cake's alright, but I got sick of it quite quick.
Double chocolate.
It's fucking shitty.
Nah, don't like double chocolate either. It's so sickening. Like at the moment, I'm eating sticky toffee pudding, and I can see why people get sick of it. I think I'd have to agree with AJ on cookies and cream. I've had so many large tubs of it, and I've never got sick of it. It's always good to go back to. It's the same with cereal milk. It's kind of just like a sugary vanilla. You can put that on oats, cream of rice. You can even drip it onto your rice cakes. Or
I love cereal milk.
It's plain in a good way, but you can have it on anything and not get sick of it. So I don't like the flavors like carrot cake, where it's like so flavorful. You know, having that every day for months on end, or even like a few weeks on end, you get sick of it. So like cookies and cream, cereal milk, or
cookie dough.
Cookie dough is another really good one. Never got sick of it either.
I got the churro pretzel sample packs today. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll let you know.
No, it's quite good.
Have you had it?
Yeah, it's really good. We see the Vincent the Caterpillar was probably the best sample sachet out of all 5 in my opinion.
Right.
But it tastes like the chocolate explosion. If you've had that.
I was like, as soon as you said that, AJ's face. I remember AJ. You gave it to Beckett, didn't you? Yeah, you hated it.
I took 2 scoops, had another 2 to like confirm my thing, and I was like, I can't eat this. It's fucking disgusting.
It tastes like mini eggs or like Cadbury's milk chocolate.
It tastes like the world's shittiest mini eggs ever.
I haven't bought a tub of it myself because it was limited edition before it came out there recently full time. But no, it's definitely we have 4 tubs of protein in there to get through, so there's no space for a 5th. So I'll hold off. But then the next one will be the chocolate explosion.
The chocolate explosion and is it like the Kinder Bueno one, the hazelnut?
Oh yeah, the hazelnut cream.
They're the only 2 I've given away after like 1 serving, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hazelnut cream got very sickening very quickly for me.
Yeah,
and the chocolate orange. I actually cannot look at Terry's chocolate orange anymore. It's so
So,
sickening.
so
Got it.
Charlie, I ran out of protein, and then Charlie had a tub of it, and I was having it, and I actually had to say to her, I was like, "Stop giving me that. It's actually so mean." Like, see, the first time I had it, I was like, "Oh, it's quite nice." Second time, I was like, "Oh, okay." And see, the third time I had it, I was like, "No, actually,
Yeah.
it's both." I was like, "What? Why is this? Why is this changed
The third,
so much in flavor? Like,
third time
I
I
hate
did.
it. It doesn't make sense though. It was nice the first time I had it. I don't know
Just a strong
how does it
flavor, though.
switch up so fast."
Right,
Fair enough.
Phoenix, next question.
It's actually something similar to Callum's question, but it's top 3 brands and flavors of cream of rice.
Oh, well, Trained by JP is pretty top tier.
I'd say
that's-
Trained by JP is the staple.
Yeah, Strom. It's probably next.
I've never had actual cream of rice.
You haven't?
You never had Trained by JP, right?
Nope.
What?
Oh, you're ESN.
He has. Yeah, he gets that rice
Rice
pudding.
I've never even tried like actual cream of rice even once.
That's insane.
That's so weird.
I got that.
I have
Hydro-
about like 200 grams of Trained by JP cream of rice a day now.
Yeah.
That's 400
Same.
grams of ASM
40.
rice pudding.
I haven't tried that Hydro rice.
There's levels to it.
I got. Sorry, speaking of the cream of rice, I bought a new flavor the other day. I got the strawberry cream,
From
and I have to say, I'm really liking it. It's
I-
really nice. If you like strawberry like flavored things, like it's really nice.
Apparently that Strom, is it butter?
Oh, buttered pancake.
Yeah, apparently that's
Yeah.
really, really good.
It was nice, but it's like
Chicken.
again, like it's like the cereal milk. It's it's plain. Kind of
Yeah.
it needs toppings. It needs something with it.
I seen Strom just released 3 new flavors there a day or 2 ago.
Yeah.
They released the carrot cake, cream of rice. I think it was like chocolate pistachio, like Dubai chocolate, and then another flavor I'm not too sure of. So it's like
Well, the first two sound
they're all
awful.
sick. They're all sickly. Yeah, I couldn't. I really want to try the white chocolate caramel Strom cream of rice.
I can just anything, even like normal white chocolate. If you have like too much of it, makes you feel so ill.
I'm
Or
the
something
opposite.
that's, like too rich. It's nice like having like you had like one bar of it or something like cool. But, like see like when something's like too white chocolatey, it's like so sickening. I
I'm
feel
the
like a
complete
quick
opposite.
version of that would be hard to get in.
I couldn't eat a pound bar of Cadbury's Dairy Milk, but I could easily put 3 or 4 pound bars of Milky Bar away.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm just like the large bars. Like I'm just the opposite when it comes to milk and white chocolate.
Okay.
It sounds like you're handling the push you will.
I haven't had anything. I literally have a packet of square bars here that are untouched, which was a gift.
The caramel ones.
Yeah, the caramel one, the best ones.
Slightly higher cal. Oh no, cookies and cream. Cookies and cream is the best squares bar.
Never had it.
Ooh, banging. Has little bits of white chocolate in it, Phoenix. You
Oh,
love
does
it.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you love it.
Fair enough. I'm currently eating white chocolate coconut, trimmed by JP, and it is
Right?
It's very nice. It goes with like any
Okay.
protein powder.
Right. Is it like vanilla or is it coconut?
In a weird way, kind of reminds me of like a Bounty.
I
Because
love Bounty.
it has that hint of coconut, but then it's not overly coconutty. It's what is he? All right.
He hates Bounty. There's always I don't know why. Like some people hate. Like I don't get. I love a Bounty.
Yeah,
I love
coconut
coconut.
I love coconut.
Some people hate it. Like, it's
Coconut tastes like hand sanitizer or something.
no, it's great. I love it.
I was putting like pure coconut oil on my basmati in the off season last year. It was just so good.
It's Marmite, a Bounty coconut. It's a Bounty. Like it's Marmite. Like people, you either hate it or you love it.
Sting.
That's great. I love it. Like I would like if there was a box of celebrations. That's what I would opt for.
And you're prepping, you fat bastard.
I'm not. It's not Christmas time. I'm not grabbing it now, am I? That's the only time there would ever be a box of that in the house.
It's been years. My question was opinions on bubble baths and oats so creamy.
What?
So this is like a bit of an inside joke. So in the Team Arfit, there's like a big group chat, and people just like talking it and like ask about stuff, but people are just like always slating stuff and calling it gay. And like someone said the other day, like, oh, like have to something like I have to blend my oats up so they're so creamy or something. Someone said in like trained by JP brought out like oats so creamy.
Right.
It's like saying like if if you're coming out with a statement, oh these oats aren't creamy enough,
Yeah.
you're fucking
Too soft.
And then bubble baths as well, like yeah, but like they need even
A
say
bubble bath. Give me some Epsom salts and give me a bath if needed. But other than that,
anything. So nah, but baths and bathing and creamy oats.
I
hell
don't
yeah.
I don't think I've had a bath in years. It's always been a shower daily.
Yeah. I'll have a bath. I'll have like a hot bath if I have like an issue, like a muscular issue.
An old man issue.
I try and hope. I hope the heat heals me. You know.
I genuinely can't tell you. I actually don't even know if I've ever had a bath in this house,
That's wild.
and I've lived here for like at least 10 years.
Damn. No, like, do you ever get do you ever get where your neck like sticks, like gets like stuck in position?
No.
You've never like cracked your neck or something, or like woke up and it's like really stiff.
No.
Never.
I wake up stiff sometimes, but it's not my neck. Like,
Right.
next question.
What the fuck? No, I'm not leaving it on that. That's what you've never woken up with like a stiff neck, or like you went to go crack your neck or something, and it, like
Maybe it's slept a bit funny or something. I don't know, but I've never thought you would get me in the bath now. My neck.
No, I've had it where it's like ran up my trap into my neck, and like it's like stayed with me throughout the day, and then a hot bath cures it, like loosens it all up. There's no bubbles in it.
Next question. Next question. Yeah.
Yeah, next question. It's your turn, Cole.
Oh damn! I'd have to check. I can't even remember. Nope. I can't even go off here without losing you. So.
Right, Phoenix.
How did you find balancing work with prep? Let's start with you, AJ. How did you work up through your prep?
So yeah, the whole time I was prepping, I worked in Asda, delivery driving like the whole time, and obviously doing a bit of coaching on the side as well, coaching like in bio, but it was
Shitty plug.
It was hard. Like I'm not gonna lie, I think it could have worked. It was good in one sense because I was out and about. I was able to get like a good amount of steps in and stuff. I was also by myself in the van, so I could eat my meal timing was perfect because no one could tell me when to take my break or anything like that. I listened to podcasts like the whole time. I was listening to all like J3E or like Funny or just blasting tunes. So like it was pretty chilled, like laid out. There was no real pressure on me, I suppose.
Cortisol was low.
Yeah. But as it got like deeper in prep and like that prep started kicking in, so you're trying to drive a van around like fucking the balls of the falls, and like everyone's in the wrong lane, and you're like swerving in and out because you're like half with it. Like it was pretty. Like I did have to take like near the end. I was like right like before my shows. Like I did take like a good few days off, and I would recommend that to people, especially if you work like a harder job. Have a few days off before you're competing at least. Like not be waking up to like 2 days before. Like put some holidays off before that or whatever. Because you'll find me it gets tough. Like I even remember the last diet ever I did when I was in the power station. Oh, I was dragging myself about that place and like manual labouring, like having to like carry stuff up just like flights of stairs and all. Like I was busted, and even like driving the van, having to lift like piles of shopping in them big boxes and stuff. Like it was pretty busting. And like I say, I did have to take near the end like a good few kind of days off. What about yourself, Phoenix?
No, I found it the same with having to take days off leading up to shows. My job being pretty physically demanding. Deep tissue massage.
Mhm.
It was NABA was not planned. I literally worked Friday, and my back was broken. You come off stage after posing your arse off, and you're really stiff. I was going into NABA that stiff. Hitting a back double was nearly impossible.
I do think
The good thing is, though, you're self-employed. You can take a day off
yeah.
whenever you want.
I don't think
Yeah,
people actually realize how fucking. Obviously, you go to a massage to be like opened up.
Yeah.
Fuck me, see, doing massages, it actually does take it out of you.
it's very selfless. You're helping people feel better, but you're putting yourself in a worse
Yeah.
position.
Like
Yeah,
your lower back, see if you don't have that bed at the right height or whatever, like your lower back, 10 seconds in, it's just away.
yeah. It took me like nearly over a year to find comfortability
Yeah.
in how I use my body to massage others,
Yeah.
like different positions of my feet, putting pressure with the elbow in certain areas to take it off the stress of the thumbs or the shoulder joint or whatever. So, no, leading up to shows, it was a case of I would always work Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Shows are on Saturdays and Sundays, so it was like if I'm
Yeah.
only working one day a week, it's definitely not enough to get me by, especially for having to pay for all the shows. So it
Yeah.
was a case of opening a Monday and a Wednesday, so working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But then it was like finishing a show on Sunday, working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and
Yeah.
then you're starting the carb load up for then the next show. It was rinse and repeat. It was brutal, but it had to be done because being
Don't do
self-employed.
don't do 5 shows. Like that's so expensive.
The fact, like the thing was, only 2 of them were planned. That's like the worst part about
That's
it.
crazy.
We ended up doing 3 extra. Like Universe was not on the cards at all, and I was so adamant I wasn't doing it. And then I'll be honest, I found Josh Jenkins turned 24 3 days before the Universe. So I was like, oh fuck it. I came second to him in Newcastle. Let's go see what we can do. And then I took sick. There's someone who looks like he has children or has children, and then someone who's natural. I just,
Is that the guy who came third?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. He looked. I actually he came up. See, when I saw he came up in the PCA page on my thing, and I like clicked on it, and it was like juniors, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"This dude's a
He's had a
junior."
long 22 years, whatever it
Wait.
is.
Bro, he's got a mortgage. Like, what are you talking about? He's got a mortgage, a wife, kids. There's no way.
Grandchildren.
He's
Funny enough,
he said,
when we were standing backstage getting our tan topped up, when he came to get his glaze on, the tanning lady said, "Oh, classic's the next class. You need to be in the pump up area." And he was like, "I'm a junior." And I
yeah.
looked around. I was like, "He's in my youth." Oh shit, we're fucked here. So
Big dude.
Yeah.
Very big dude.
The guy who came second, he's coached by the other team, our fit co-coach Jacob. Zach, you call him. Mate, he is just like so dense. Like
yeah,
for a natural.
The dude who came first was like
I
big.
well,
I
next
hate
level.
that tan he had though.
Dream tan. There was a couple of people. Actually,
Yeah.
the guy who won the bodybuilding overall had dream tan on as well.
I think it looks awful.
I think it looks awful.
I
I
think it
agree.
looks awful, but if everyone wore it and stood beside each other, it wouldn't look out of place because it
No, but
does.
just like the color itself looks wrong. It looks golden.
I think
It's
the color looks worse when you're stood beside someone with protan. If everyone had it on, it wouldn't look as bad because
Yeah.
it really does insinuate like the muscle depth and.
I think everyone should be forced to have the same tan. I don't think you should have different tan.
For the likes of fair judging, yes.
Yeah.
I used A1 tan, which is based in Newcastle. Neil knows someone, being from Newcastle, and it's it looks really really similar to Protan. It just applies differently. It's easier essentially, and it kind of has that nice shine to it more than Protan does. So I went with that one. It was good.
Yeah. Even you looked slightly different color than a few of the other boys.
Yeah,
You were like a lighter. They weren't as dark.
yeah.
But
I suppose the
no.
reel picks it up wrong. Standing beside them backstage, I was darker, but with the stage light on, since it shines more,
Yeah.
it just glowed more.
Yeah. No, but yeah. That boy came first. Like, there's a photo of yous up, and yous are hitting a back double, and like his hamstrings and like quads and glutes were just like
Yeah, he's so dense.
twice the size of everyone else's.
think-
I was like, what the heck?
His glutes are as big as my back lat spread.
Yeah,
I remember
It's scary.
Do you know who Harry Blackburn is?
Yeah, the overall winner.
Yeah, but a few weeks ago he competed So I remember I was following along his prep, and he was doing a junior show, and it popped up, and he came third, and I was thinking, who beat this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was that guy came first, and this other guy, and it was the same. Like they through the glutes and the lower, they were just
Yeah.
so dense. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fella, Josh Jenkins, he's like unbelievable. He's a lovely fella as well. Like after Universe, when he competed in Classic, after taking third place at that one, he was speaking away to me, saying, "Oh, big off season for both of us now." Yada yada
Yeah.
yada. So
Yeah.
it's nice, someone sort of that high caliber at such a younger age. Like having professional videographer for his shows to then
Yeah.
still take the time out. Yeah, yeah. He did the full. Whenever I was at Newcastle, I just seen a videographer. I was like, "Who's this for?" And Neil was like, "Oh, it's for your young fella Josh you're against." I said, "Oh, great, great. He must be a big shot." All right.
He can watch me lose in HD. Nice.
I am on HD on his YouTube, being absolutely hammered. So
I mean, you still keep a second though.
yeah, it was a good lineup. I think they awarded conditioning more at the Newcastle show than the Universe, because they're at that Newcastle
So
show. Yeah, at that Newcastle show, the entire lineup was more heavily muscled than the entire lineup of the Universe. But my feedback was I need more muscle. They said they couldn't fill conditioning in the feedback, but
the
it just
guy
wasn't awarded the same.
The guy who came fifth, like the guy who beat you, I was like, I looked at it and was kind of like, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just saw like the PCA post, and I just kind of thought to myself, like, how did he beat Phoenix?
Fair enough.
Like his conditioning wasn't even.
I don't know. Based off of, in my opinion, what they were judging for in that day, I think he beat you. It's
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree what they were judging for on the day, absolutely.
yeah, like
If, like I said, if they were,
Applegate's shape is really good.
his structure's incredible.
Yeah, like I was looking at because he's coached by Neil as well, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was looking at a photo of him the other day, and I was like, give that guy, a few years more muscle, like he'll be really good.
It's scary. It is scary. Like, he had a quite hard prep, to be fair to him. Like a lot of, I won't get into it, just a lot of issues essentially, and found it very, very difficult. And with work and life balance, it was extremely difficult for him to come as far as he did. For that, it was like hats off to him. He came in a lot more conditioned than he was there at the Irish show, where he took second in first timers against Neil's other client, Sean. But he just didn't rebound at all. I think I was like 14 kilos overnight.
Fuck. Yeah, when you said you were up a kilo, I was like, what?
In all honesty, it's been 6 days post show, and I'll be honest, growth just went in, and I think that's where the kilo came from. Everything else is just stationary, so quite happy with where things are.
I'm gonna be broke soon because my growth got up to 8 IU, and that's too much money.
Next app of the pod, Bruce's head is just the whole size of the thing.
It's just gonna be like here. It's just gonna take up the whole screen. My hands are gonna be massive.
Your hands are already quite big, to be fair.
They've gotten bigger in the last 6 months. I swear.
Scary.
They're like meaty. Like I touch I don't know. Like I'll just put them on like Charlie's back or something, and like just look at it, and it's just taking up her like entire back. I'm like, bro. Like,
with your hands getting bigger and noticeably bigger, have you had like any sort of like carpal tunnel or sensation in your hands, or?
Nah, no. Those people were like, "Oh, you feel tingling and stuff," and you're feeling. I have none of that.
Yeah,
just helps you. Like the only thing I've really noticed from it is like the sleep. Like the sleep's a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But even at that, but my sleep was awful when I was like peak bulk there. Like nothing was helping it. I was like on the verge of being like, I need a sleep app machine. But now that I've like literally lost a wee bit of weight, it's so much better. Even Charlie says like, "Oh, your snoring's nowhere near as bad." And I'm like, oh, "Okay, that's good."
I'm kind of the opposite. Ever since Clem was pulled out, I'm sleeping like a baby.
Yeah,
that really messes your sleep up.
I don't notice it that much, to be honest.
You notice it more as you get leaner.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but
Um, have you another question, Phoenix? Did I ask the question or who was it? That was mine, wasn't it?
I
it
went
was
last
finished.
there.
Right. So I've my last
Drop the carbs, buddy.
is hardest thing to overcome during the whole process slash something you found the hardest.
Am I getting hit with riddles here? Say that again. What?
Hardest thing to overcome during the whole process. So I mean, like your whole kind of fitness career. I mean, or bodybuilding,
Okay.
or like something that you found the hardest.
Um.
I think initially the hardest thing is actually like for not like prep or anything like that related. The hardest thing I find is like whenever you start to take the gym a bit more seriously, like kind of having to cut off some of your mates, and like I,
I was literally about to say
yeah,
the exact same thing.
I don't even mean like deliberately cutting people off, but just having to like say no to a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say that's probably like the hardest thing you have to overcome. And then obviously you make
Yeah.
more like once you get more in, you make more friends. Like majority of my friends now are people I've met
Yeah.
through bodybuilding or the gym. But that
Yeah.
initial shift is like quite hard, especially if you start posting more about like bodybuilding shit, and people are a bit like, "What the fuck?" or something.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the
It's
hardest.
definitely that's exactly what I was going to say. Like the social aspect of it, like your social life changes. You know, all the social interactions you get is from going to the gym training,
Mhm.
where it's not.
Hello,
he's dipped.
that thing bro found the hardest. We said the pub and just dipped.
The hardest thing was getting on this stream.
If I
Oh,
right now, someone's gonna have to like connect it to the Wi-Fi or something.
yeah, I thought I was frozen because you weren't moving either. I was like,
What
oh
did I? Was
shit,
like,
I've disconnected.
then I like moved the thing and I seen the timer and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, if
Oh,
you can answer while he's fucking DNF'd.
I don't want to like say the same thing, but it really is. If I was to pick something different, I suppose it's been managing the kidney.
Hmm.
That's the hardest part for me. But for like the hardest thing for anyone else to kind of relate.
Obviously, like the prepping is hard. Like
Yeah, they're
when
given.
it's really low, people not understanding like why you're doing it. But I think the biggest thing is just that like having to say no to kind of normality, if that makes sense.
Probably
Of
the
like,
sacrifice of the sport.
yeah.
Yeah, that honestly, that's the answer to the question for me as well.
Well, that's my last question. Have you any another question or no?
I have three or four. Someone sent one but deleted one somehow.
Let's say we could maybe end the first.
Plans. Oh, that's what it was. It was plans going forward within your bodybuilding career.
So for me, it's keep pushing, diet, push, compete next year in the either end of next year or start of the year after in kind of classic physique most likely. That's my goal.
Happy
And then
days.
where I go after that, I'm not too sure. And then obviously grow coaching more, all that kind of outside. That's my biggest focus now is stuff more so. I'm sure you find it with yourself. Like I don't. Now I'm at an extremity. It's maybe an exception, but I find the whole process pretty easy because I enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
So it's not like I find doing it like really hard or whatever or anything like that. So it's more so focusing on stuff outside of the gym, like business, things like that. And that's like more my stuff going forward right now.
hmm
And like just making sure I'm training hard, making sure I'm getting my meals in. I just focus. I don't like I don't sit and think about stepping on stage next year or anything like that. I just think
yeah.
about what I'm at like day to day, if that makes sense.
I'm currently the same, but with the plans going forward, I suppose the future of what I want to do is the goal is set that we're gonna take 20 months off and then do a 4 month prep. So in 2 years from now, essentially compete again because I'll be
Mm-hmm.
23 in 10 months. So just at the brink, 23 and 11 months old. So just at the brink of my junior cut off.
Mm-hmm.
So have all of next year off to grow, essentially, and another half the year. Sort of start prep maybe February time, because if we did that in 6 weeks, we'll need about 12, to be honest. So I think we can almost do like a 21-month growing phase, have a few tidy ups in between it, and then hit like a 3-month prep. What was the plan? And then from there, like the plan, I don't really want to plan shows that far away.
One in 6 weeks. Like, so,
I feel like if I was to do a show this time next year, I was looking at the shows that were around this year, and I would love to do the PCA Derry and then fly over, compete somewhere in the mainlands. I'll always love competing in Newcastle. I love the Fed as a venue, and then
right.
probably do the Universe again as the last chance as a junior. But I feel like going into bodybuilding, who knows where my structure will go from here or frame. Doesn't matter. We'll see where I fill out, but I feel like I'm going down the more classic side. And as you've seen in like Harry Blackburn, where he competed in junior bodybuilding and he was beat, took a third place, and then competed in classic physique tall and took the overall and a pro card, and he's 23. So I'm not going to say I'm the next Harry Blackburn by the time I'm 23, but I'll probably be more rewarded in a classic physique class rather than a junior bodybuilding class.
Yeah, just well, depending on how your physique
Yeah,
grows.
just need bubbly quads, big lats, and well balanced shoulder arm back.
Don't we all?
Yeah, we do. Your quads are bubbly enough.
I can never be too bubbly.
Perfect. I thought you would join back to say goodbye.
Nah, I think we should just wrap up episode 1 here. So
Sounds good.
yeah, well that's episode 1 of the Meat and Potatoes podcast done. The debut episode. Bear with us with these technical difficulties. We'll have Coach Callum back for next ep, and hopefully he's not dead. But if you have enjoyed the episode, leave a like or rating or whatever it is on Spotify, YouTube, etc. What's your Instagram, Phoenix?
phoenixjamesss with 3 S's at the end.
And mine's Aaron_McGuigan. So if you're asked for kind of sports massage, coaching, anything like that, hit the links, and then we'll try and get some guests on. That's the aim. Kind of keep this going every week. Get some guests on, get more questions in, and then just keep doing it. Like, it's not a really serious bodybuilding podcast. It's not also just a joke. So kind of mix of both. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the first episode, and message us and let us know if you have.